Yo, I tell for near for your mama about the true platform. So with Shadrach for Joe, and there your issues be a that a ponoso a pese ye no more a channel, and there major on the issues in be a armed forces recruitment disaster you see and ra. Edna Honorable Hajia Ayamba Ali Ladi. The comment I'll make here on the floor of Parliament yesterday. A lot of people have descended on her, saying the comments I'll make here, in the heat of the moment. And people see it as very unfortunate incident. Set Mami Penimua Otisa. Yeah, Mami Po Ebianka, or Ne Abusiafo, Ne Ghana Fujina, Ebicha Jajono, or no comments I'll make here on the floor of Parliament. No, Nipa Pi who said a home in here and Fata, and there you be a room. And now you be a discussion on the 9% base salary increment by way Ediama Ghana Ejumefo nyina. You be some certain attacks from the camps of various MPP presidential aspirants, on other presidential aspirants. So and you be the key the light will be thrown on Yenua a friend of Akwasibuchi, his recent comment against some aspirant a war MPP Aman Yukunumu. You be some share Yenua penny a Vicenda Sifo the comment will be key to delegates say wa more constituency mo vote e decline ye behwe say yen repeat mu as executives bi ye bebu nkompo ye akwa kwhwe mu etiema obi bi akwa by na eba the truth platform with Shadrach Forjo ni dikan no ye behwe the armed forces recruitment disaster esi enra ema nipa insia ema omato ananam ensie do emu be 22 so ya hospitalize omo 5 of them ewa intensive care unit and ye bebo nearby ramu eti ye sha ase ho no incident I see and run. We want to make it plain and tell everybody say, an incident of an accident, and now say sabio, a disaster. This is something that could have been prevented because you heard the Ghana Armed Forces in 1957, and run. I said this year, 66 years. Our Mayo Majuma various recruitment. And if we're expecting, and I say Ghana for we say, Adibia the war cost now you learn things from it, you learn experience from it, and run incident this year. Ocean Pampa Ekope Juma and run comment on make here now. Then you realize say how much more Nipa Edia Juma Kasa Asha Monsasa Omunye in charge of the recruitment process. Sabio Niema Be no Midigua Kwemua Emma and Rasa incident this year. Nobody has taken responsibility of what has happened. Sa any who no marry because in any serious jurisdiction as seven and can see some people would have resigned, people would have been dismissed, people would have lost their jobs, some people would have been prosecuted in this incident that I see and run. But what are we seeing? We are more than 24 hours into the incident. There is the only thing we are seeing around issuing a statement. Nobody is taking responsibility of whatever happened. You're right, the Ghana Armed Forces are directing the Ghana Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, and the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces always has been the president, the sitting president. The commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, President Mahama. President Mahama, I didn't know this more, but some people also feel that the comment alone on the issues, it is not enough. By this time, people should have been taking responsibility. People should have resigned. And right, or fake letter be an that one. Say, penny bruja. I resign by your come na fake letter that one thing. You say, if it was actually done for the opposite, said a man for the pressure. A free issue no so and also your boy Rumble Hop. Abra Ghana Armed Forces in the year 1957 Major General or Stephen Otu on a Chief of Defense Staff. Mutimwaye recruitment way for 66 years. We don't know the experiences of Ghana Armed Forces. Most free over the years, we have not heard any such a thing like this. And Ranipa, Sabio Ghana Armed Forces, you never heard him say, or mobile called the various centers. There are more than 40,000 people. Sabio or more per Ghana Armed Forces. Mora, ye nimi shaya and penny for tenacia or more say we are going to accommodate people. And now even the situation on the ground. Some videos about Bontina. Sabio best Suja for. Say akwanya bane se monne se the civilians ni relate sometimes muhu nipa mu na ye kanipa kwa ha ne pamo bi mu kwa ha the videos are out there. All these things ni be say won say share ben the course orientation ben the course for the men on the ground on the very day say such share when e digu from nipa say ni spectrum of air wako ebia gate will be open at this time na nipa ampra metena ahomache 2-3 am na bedru say ade enche no afena we mfa ha we sini ha we could not see enough men even on the ground to contain these numbers because I don't know the numbers that were present at the grounds, but obi or video say what you could just understand say sabi onipa wa abontin ho no call say ekopa adwuma nra no enye omo ho any security forces dey mo for protection and for control e wo ho no because obi a event kra no person control numbers yet the Ghana Armed Forces need police service for and yes control no the ban is say na mo ankasa mo ye mo programmer na sabi o mutimi lose control of nipa abegumuso because fam people feel say sabi o preparation any anamo somebody to form no mo go mo sase kakra e wo so and come asa we we see no we are still waiting for a group of people or somebody to come and take responsibility of and say the buy no the beya di be wan say obi timi tira Ghana ha I apply military and na say a friend say soldier juma e wo America e wo the UK enya ekoho it's emisi and say what has our Ghana Armed Forces also learned from the various recruitment with developed countries na yesu no moko trainings ho mo no mudi sa so mo ye exchange programs etidie pa na mo sua was some up as at now no process na ye no from 1957 66 years ago no and no one you want to keep repeating it in this technological era now we think far times and technology is far advanced say mo chiche bi ho you guys should sit up restructure things say the beya sand ehun no an ebi enye dey ensibio mo wo ikrom ha mini babia police station any especially district capitals no and every year bian anya hwe no the Ghana Armed Forces does recruitment adentina sabio mo nioma nipa no also meet requirement also meet ansa no wenya Ghana Armed Forces mo wura no mo ni hudwuma say sabio ansa na obi biara betumi ato Forbes cramp no ye what designated health centers obi biara betumi akoho akọ checking a health status ni amano ya man paper bi sabio you have qualified for health so maybe you can move on to body selection at the nearest police station near you because standard no ho nipa na pass body selection and san e bi kra ya to forms kra man nti and san nipa no be say obesa metin forms no na adwuma no more than 70% no ya ye na bonte kra and san na sabi o nipa kra be so I think you can consider some of these things now mo making sure say some of the online activities in your applications and your recruitment mo be you have an agency that is in charge of all these online and IT services. Mr. Mumu improving more SaaS sector. Said that in your next recruitment exercise, we will not see any of these things happening. And ne nipan siya sorry ye Ghana forma say ekope juma wan koso okobo krono okoba show and also okobo braboni bi. Ne mo ono aba se obepe juma. Ne wanya juma na nasa bi ono odi wo ne kofie. A lot of people were in a bad shape the whole of yesterday. We hear internet so we hear TV so where the various media platforms in Ghana for and some can wabonti nyina say nipa ankasa abomobu even the structures and the systems man Ghana mtibesra ye nuam penifo asoja for mary mu say the enra course no we need somebody to come and take responsibility of that hash row nipa na ground so a thorough investigation should go into what happened yesterday na yen hwes kwanya e befa so yakoya anim no sa issues no ye hu bibio ye besan ya to so na ya hwe enra ensama abra in the heat of the moment in the floor of parliament Honorable Ayamba Ayi Ladi of Pusiga on the MPO Pusiga a comment or komeki on the floor of parliament some of us we who say it was very 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 unfortunate say enra san 70 free mami penimu anu sa by on the floor of parliament na sabio mo what floor of parliament ono awoye mami batan no now we had this teaming youth unemployed team you and then BBC report two issues say Oba Ghana had 32% of the youth are unemployed. In Timothy Parliament House na mu say ye ko bi ko pa adwuma enya bone no wayo ono ai ko pa adwuma o man na etimi no empanifo edi anim no entimi create decent jobs for the people and the youth of this nation. Moba your friend say youth in planting trees NAPCO say nyuma we nyina you ask yourself say the politician now wo Ghana ha no obema ne ba akoyesa adwuma na enti se nipa no beko school afa through all the channels say wonya decent employment onya na ukope ban adwuma so a yakaska say adwuma na ukope no say a ton forms man say wo be som man no yes say ton forms amount. This is something and penny for say but say na mo say enwuma bi ti say even the armed forces and the security forces adwuma ni nyina no eni kwase ke ma nipa kra to form because e osom adwuma nipa ni de ne nkwa na ho odi ni nipa dia ni nim dia nyina be som man no in the worst case scenario and rampo even in the recruitment process, mo they see the various recruitment, training sections, you know what happens there. It is our incident we see no. SM24 tenase. Same posa security agencies in the we pejuma woman. Any kwaso auto forms. Look at the number of people are enrolled omokoho. Nipa I don't think so 5,000 people, but more than 40,000 people have bought these forms. And TBC I will say, yeah, boy, who corona as or my answer says, or man, I responsible say, who provided jobs for the youth, on team provided jobs. But Nipa tun who sees or see was say, or person best summon my say, yes, top forms, amano. I think in 24 somebody when you're there, hope, their mammy will kind where, Pusiga, Mami the fear on the 10th April 2025, some iron armed youth be echo the fear attacking the building. I have not heard set on the floor of parliament. He's making comment about this. Your constituency around the Boko enclave Ninyan issues or you personally as Honorable Ayamba Ali Ladi, you have not made any comment on that on the floor of parliament. Adia when you want to say Baba yo, now to parliament. We saw what you did during the vetting time. The comment that came from you yesterday, it was very unfortunate. Sabio ma and of course that situation now don't who said the shoes of the parents of this case I ever per Jumana. I don't think that comment should have come out. I think even by now the Speaker of Parliament should even render some apology on her behalf. Something should have happened at this moment in any serious jurisdiction. You cannot make this comment on the floor of Parliament and go scot-free. By now, people will be calling for your resignation. By-election being held in your constituency because you team can say you're recruiting. But when did it happen in the recruitment process? When your training section, when your any drill, just to get job kekeno. We have lost 6 people at the spot within 1 day, and the comment be free about and say these people were ordained to die. Their time is up, regardless of the person that was available yesterday. Ninka one any people wukasa ye no wonyadwene na any wonyadwene china na we level now woni sabio unim de ne dibia na wono. We don't expect some of these comments coming from you because sabio our friend of you they are not happy about the comments you have made. We are entreating the Parliament House to bring this woman to order and run seminar course on colleague parliamentarians the way they express yourself. Moma na nyamo yam hihie na nyamo yasam hu Ghana youth abonten padwuma ye enya dwuma nye ebu kontrokra ne say padwuma omunya dwuma nye mo a yam responsibility provide jobs no wo set na the floor of parliament say sabio nipa ne mre na so ye ne genkro ko entu uti di pass and run nipa 1000 and a call ewaka ka nipa 6 ne bewu uti di pass and run ka nipa 2000 e call ewaka enka nipa sa ebewu and now uti di pass and ke 1000 soldiers ewo ho and no put things in order air control numbers na etima me uti di senka nipa 6 ebewu nra. I think so comment now here ebia na hotel bro so in some free one mu buy no it was not right. Nobody will accept that. Ukofia sa kwatena se na hwe ohun bi say comment na was it the right time to make that comment, especially say wo to way now ba akoso akopa adwuma wa medu fe na obi aka kire say oba ne de nen wu na say how would you have accepted this issue? We are waiting for the Parliament House to write something or to say something to this woman on Brabontin on Mepa Ghana for you. Not even the president now or yeah commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, she should bring this woman to order. And then you better move on to talk about one subject. Your friend or you better discuss on the 9% base salary are buying Ediama Ejumai and no and this week about Bontin said and finance minister really bad, but before that now the various labor unions are having negotiations with Abino. Now they came to agreement say for the year 2026 salary base salary increment Abino be increasing by 9%. Abino way back so in the year 2025 January or labor unions the agreement was that in the whole of this year 2025 base salary increment or the 10%. Because Obani who say a hochero ho ya jano economy na enye empo no de ba sabio or de ba 10%. Ye buy into 2026 asabio ka buy no hu nanim watete ne manyina ahye ne omano nanka ye expect say with the various tariffs buy no e de ato Ghana for so no ene adwumayefo nyina so no enka buy no behwe say obetie adwumayefo anu mas because various labor unions they were going in for salary negotiation of around 25%. Anya hwe nkomunya mu 50% crank ye na sabio we be ka se Ghana adwumayefo so no sabio ya na edisa se ede yamo because mo various leaderships most of them are in bed with politicians. Ye hwe ni baby to say prophet friend is saying professor Jumper. Time and not NDC opposition on every salary negotiation. You could hear him loud and clear on all social media platforms, on all TV and other media platforms. Say, or Babanechi, or Bonipa, and Abine call negotiation. Say these people are in bed. And now, you called all the 8 years at MPP Bedia. There was never a single moment and a single year. You're buying increasing base salary by 9%. A buying increments now were more than even 10%. You heard the year 2017 MPP are buying Ebefa Kunyana. The base salary increments at 12.5%. 2018 are buying 11%. 2019 and about 10%. 2020 and year COVID muno are buying 15%. 2021 it was 4% plus 15% interim premium. And now MPP are buying Edema Ghana Ajumai4. You called the year 2022 are buying my Ghana Ajumai4 15% cola on base salary. And now 2023 are buying to base salary move by 30%. Ghana Ajumai4 and Faswa Munya or MPP are buying so no. The year 2024 near kwa battle so no. Ghana man penny and Ghana buying at Ajumai4 katiyomu from January to June or to move 23%. July to December and are buying to move 25%. So in the whole of the year 2024, no, Ghana buy to Ajumai4 katiyomu by 48% base salary increment. By Ghana for you say na MPP are buying in yet or moko abato so eko ye buying frimu a buying way buy no where a lot of promises and a lot of campaigns on e-levy or can see e-levy or cancel betting tax. But in the same period in this same year 2025, no. A buy way out to utility tariffs electricity by 17.2%. A buy out to ensure kamu by 4.02%. 2% increment in growth and sustainability levy. A buying the 30 to 40% increment in all government fees and charges approved under the 2025 Fees and Charges Amendment Bill. 8% levy on petroleum product. That is 1 Ghana cedis per liter beer or beer to. These are some of the levies are buying Ghana Ajumai4 now so and na ne ye ba 2026 mu a buying say won't me and to aka 9%. Na sa 9% na odi aba no nsuso no obi anfa ne nsa hia say you can't even come for renegotiation for the year 2026. And no any de Ghana buying any Ghana Ajumai4 nyina den komu na Ajumai4 no titiru no they are not happy with it. Na futu e de ba ma Ghana Ajumai4 nyina so ne say mo hwɛ mo asetena mu na mo hwɛ the kind of leadership most of them are in bed with politicians. The best ceremony say more the over politicization of your union front, you know, you should desist from it because and then over na you say NDC you to be HSC vice chancellor be baby or HSC medical doctor be baby. When you make all these things happening now, more Ghana Ajumai4 you are the ones that are going to lose because you're politicizing now. Some of you are going to say neutral in your work field, you will never get appointment, you will never get promotions because more percent more politicizing every issues. Etimu leaderships, money among your four nakrana, you should vote them out of their positions and bring neutral people that can negotiate well on your behalf. Any other side and same way be see. The next on my bill, you better discuss it attacks especially a free Yanka say Yenu Kwasibochi Junior lawyer, the whole about over the period. Say anytime obenya platform bi atena so bia no ne nkasa ya ebabonte no nipa bibiri hu ni se enye kasa efe enye kasa eso eni enye kasa ye ka editia opponent in the same political party sabio Yenu Kwasibochi we a very learned young guy, a very promising politician ni sembi wo ho a ewo social media so a some of you are I referring to you as the junior abronye and sabi o o caliber and sabi o the way o person carry o political career now o sabi ye nua pani abronye and some oti abonte kan e de want to na me nua ne ho kwasi be srew say and some na wa abonte no especially o kan some be within this week abeje entreha age o ye ne e wo internet ne so ye kan nipa bi asori giwachi e na e defend o e ma na nya o de na sabi nsem na wo kan no wo kan otwu mu tan se den a nsem no ne honorable king Japan because wo say nipa no ka kira bonye se sabi o abronye yehiani obi ka kira Jennifer Queen se Jennifer Queen yehiani eti no sa nipa ben ene beki all these comments now be ka se sa nipa no impo sabi o na ban so wo cabinet no beti make bibia just okofa ban statement ba sa nipa no obeti make any decisive decision bia just say one pani asan why sabi o kwesi botwe wo papa ofio wo hu papa Oh, Dr. Bamia. Imagine say obi make this comment to your father. Nipa be enum na air contest for MPP presidential primaries. You know, what's it now on Honorable Kenya? But your video is out there. Na sabi you say assembly wo ho a unni assembly safo den assembly safo bi assembly pono. And assembly wo ho a unni assembly bi a utumi twa asem na ho bi de den. E de ya dance here. You cannot make a comment say presidential aspirant, kasa say will be a hiani and the same like on the same spot, what's abeka say, sa presidential aspirant in the say, oh, on the government more, you need to show a bank statement. He doesn't have the mental fortitude to lead a country. Only okay, kasa and some witness and nipa be in your platform, nigga say be attack. You will not like it as a person, your presidential candidate will not like it. And last week, Nana Jantua of Isha FM, Eka Dr. Bamia say he does not have what it takes even to control. There are very few people. Some of you are part of them. More can nipa esa Dr. Bamia campaign. Minua ba akosua manu and sama kwasibo tweka no wodi na chi and was on the pa and I would so say to the pa enko. No to the pa so kwa betima ka kire so obehia before akosua manu constituency denta ulusu to Dr. Bamia konta constituency wo vote unya 35,000 Dr. Bamia nya 29,000 ubisa won say yampa sa odo Dr. Bamia mpa na juma ben na woyema Dr. Bamia or constituency will vote ebru Dr. Bamia so by 6,000 votes and they can Dr. Bamia sama wa sori gina se bi onko na pe Dr. Bamia sem minua pani akosua manu madam be pa cho abato na ekoso no if Dr. Bamia was too certain so about winning about to mean say ko be campaign any candidate were too certain so about winning election no mean say nipa na be campaign 1870 bi o na se mo so nipa so amonwini hu say ye betimi ada sori wo kina me ato abama Dr. Bamia Lucy to Lucy what will be your faith? What will be your faith? 1870 or what? Kwasibo Cheka. Your best also who you in particular no show who free home. Either so be apologize on his behalf so when you get to anona better. But so what be saying kutupa as I bet jinam se sabio as some no can you no Japan. Sabio nipa nyam kwala wo fia. Nipa nyam kwala wo Ghana ha. Ensem na mo ye ne de mo kosom camp no. Some person mo ya trigger papa so make kasa na mo fam nyina so enye campaign ti ano no. Ye besere mo. Honorable Kusio Manu, any nipa edi yenu yapani kwasi ofuzun kansa the way a mo share kwasi botwe kutu pase de okoro oye no onyire no akola ne da na mo se no young guy in the future and mo se no because it is so highly possible say Dr. Bamia will not win the 2026 primaries and when it happens so any some yekoso bisa won say what will be the future of some of these young people eba MPP party no it's no ye nyina yabusuo ba kuma momu ehwe say ye kasa die campaign no ho beti ebedi ni yedi ye hu ni yedi afoforo so ni ye beka kesapa a kire ho na ye to aba wie 31st na say Honorable Kenya ebe ye flag bearer of the new patriotic party mun nyina matumi abe join ye am ye pushi Honorable Kenya agenda no abe the next president of the Republic of Ghana enti ebe sere mo wa mo ba omia camp no ensem bi wo ha mo kasa mo hweye mo amosa wo Kenya Honorable Kenya camp any all other camps no ye be sere mo say ensem bi wo ha mo kasa mo nwini wachina ho enye ne nko a we have tomorrow ye to about we on the 31st January party ni nyina ibe kan difo baako de ye nyina de sa ahode de support individuals abetai one candidate nachi etinsem bi afiri wanu ba bia bisa ho say sabio ye to ba wi na se Dr. Bamia wi na me ameti ye shadwa metuma ko nyina Dr. Bamia nim aka sansem nya meti ye kan ya kire na wo so awo ada camp no betima be gina the opposition camp na nim abeka sansem wi a eti be sere mo samo hweye na mo hwe mo nyuma yi. The next one I be discussing bio no ayen sembia na tebia babontin say Honorable Vincent Ako Asifua of Tafo constituency, Old Tafo constituency, or making comments to delegate. A man for be cast and all symbol me, but I did not hear that. But comments now make it alone say delegates are more executives are more constituencies vote a declining yen no. You be making sure say you make him executive be honorable and some now and 7 dear. You best say I know yes shit. Na so be one kasa as a member of parliament, ko fie na ko compare about unya aba even MPP nya no 2016 e otafo aba MPP nya no 2020 e otafo never beto aba wo susu nya in 2024 na hwe say ye the same susukuru anu susu say say e ma kwanse contest in the name of MPP or otafo in the year 2028 obe qualify so obe contest ya na sa ahunhunu na amode ahye nipa mo ehunu nipa in the first round that your primaries in 2023 amode ahunhunu ahye nipa mo. I think you guys should desist from that. It is part of it and of course a lot of voter apathy in the year 2024 I koto aba na nipa empese beto Sa hunhuna ni bi na mode hunhuna ama say. Sa hunhuna ni bi na mode hunhuna deputy speaker ye papa Andrews modi hunhuna no ma still mo wini ye most of the parliamentary seat lose ye nyina. It is because of hunhuna na members of parliament ni aban mu nyuma bi edi hunhuna Ghana for eno nti na ma nipa anko bonche nkoto aba no de be sa sere another way in another way say delegate ankasa esa to obama MPP no ye be sere mo say ruom say ya mamo sa akonya no say mon koto aba na mo ma ye flag bearer for the New Patriotic Party mon tena say na mon fa neoma enwu sani ani na mon hwe say candidate na mo de ma MPP in the year 2024 no mon hwe na electoral performance na mon hwe djuma odin in the year 2024 ni en hwe say the same candidate betuma present no yon pe mon pe na mo ma ye candidate or ye sabio a winnable candidate for the New Patriotic Party for us in the year 2028. Na yentimi mfa no kwa abato so. The next topic you be discussing no honorable King Japan donations are occur who government hospital okoche who government hospital okoche munro last week and only your last thing you be discussing it you best honorable King Japan the supporters and then the communicators nyina say mo for money ni honorable King Japan enuma na all ye no na ye mo ho dawuro nkyere Ghana for ye gina fasa akonye we so akasa kire MPP delegate nyina say ade a honorable King Japan eye wo ho government hospital no sabi you enye the first time all ye adoye wo Ghana no mo Ghana ha tama MPP eko thank you to your call Ashanti region your war branch bisi kan wo Kenya University campus no honorable King Japan ko okoye donation even tell could was your donation the accident and emergency unit or confanoche no or promise you 100 beds or sa promise you more a friends wheelchairs mo amuji tum say sa da no bantma and it environs but be a ton healthcare equipment biano all wheelchairs wo ho nyina then a short here now no honorable King Japan as akoche amount for electric chairs etino sa candidate ni betimi dey na then adi aman yoko at least ne ho ewo do eja ehye wo kantamanto honorable King Japan ekoye donation e ma kantamanto for okwa Ashanti region eja to blue light honorable King Japan donation oyeye no na ano ye din na ano ye hye yehu de oye wo ho yehu ye nnuama bi ekoka akwantuo mu abra na MPP wo akonwa so yehu donation na honorable King Japan eye sponsor say prior or charter flights enko fasa nipa ni nyina yeden emra yesa hu nipa donations are honorable King Japan the northern part of Ghana abra na dum so agi hinipa ankasa ewo ho Tamale teaching hospital or top plant more not forgetting that in the entire northern region enclave of the 5 regions now there are more than 30 members of parliament or more this enclave. All of them could not see the need say yanki kamom na anya hwe no ye need to it took the intervention of honorable King Japan so obekwa the northern region the northern teaching hospital that the Tamale teaching hospital or better plant ama omo or no any sa nipa nusu a woye ye hwe every year bia ye nuama eye adi achiriwia enuan kramofo omo sala time donations that honorable King Japan ye hwe all the 276 constituencies, I don't know one particular constituency any honorable King Japan some faso number of cars water sika or they sponsor members of parliament or more campaigns ni activities. And yes, delegates among rest economic ball. Sani su and in the byway na mun pushino ye hwe enuma uko adakulu enclave ha honorable King Japan out of 130,000 acres of land or the by eternal production in this same period Oko the central region part waje almost 200,000 or 20,000 acres land or mobesi one of the biggest pharmaceutical manufacturing center ewo Ghana ha no honorable King Japan nyuma no oko me constituency at Table Mantina honorable King Japan ewo starch factory ewo Amanten oko asimfosu ankasa or juice factory that is a orange factory ewo ho and other and so many of them when the steel plant here or put up the cold stores this is the candidate I presenting no Ghana for ni town no ebeye easy nipa wa bontin na nyina esu from honorable King Japan mo hwe ni nyuma mo hwe na doye mo hwe nipa ban wo mo hwe tema wo ye enra incident see ewaki if your man your for your nyina have considered and have paid important attention to say ye hwe see ye be create nyuma ebian kasa asem ni nsi but ye hwe your politicians now all of them are just self-centered say or no na busuafo the very close people no kwan odwene mo hwe enyuma honorable King Japan a create Ghana ha there is no single politician since independence, what creating Numa pass, or a politician or a businessman, as Honorable Kennedy Japan. This is the candidate that you can sell him anywhere, any place in this nation. Uko Jaso and Nipa Sufra Honorable Japan. Uko sorry them and Nipa Sufra Honorable Japan. Uko Bontiba Bia Nipa Biana El Sufra Honorable Japan. It's a best delegates, no. Say way and a Ghana for Hishem. Monshan Numa, Monshan Adroya Wayama party, no, party ma, Ghana Manina, Uko Nelko 37 military hospitals is here, yeah. Honorable Japan, self, Onon Kwan Bottom, no, or see cardio center, worth almost about $6 million. Eddie Amagana for you now, a man for Nuna, the and Honorable Japan in that contract. Mumbi Sama said, Nipe in that contract to Ghana Habiano, a Fibia and I say, even every government 10 4 years Biano, or Biakas will use $6 million. Eddie, a project our constituency. Ghana would have been far developed. Muhe Numa Honorable Japan, Nipe a contract on Mamu Nakas, ye bien you want Nipa in the Bia, and Kabia Sabia de Nusi and Kaide, Uncle so, into first Aquanya was so Asra MPP delegates in say, a could form and said and say, ye per candidate, over winning about to Amaya 2028, ye per candidate, Abama party, no more day, more various constituents moving appointment. It's not, we are not looking for flag bearer. We want a presidential candidate to winning elections. Amaye and Nipa wa Montini na Sufra on Kinapon. Yes, said delegate say Munties I Sufra ni at this ready. Na Montumwa back on the 31st January 2026. Emma on Kinapon. Na Munka Muse in the year 2028. Victory can never miss the New Patriotic Party. Yedamase. The next thing I about discussing Bill, one man of God, your friend of Prophet Ray. Last week or last 2 weeks, the comments Bill make here against the personality of Honorable Kennedy Japan. And some men of God are Asian come say Honorable Kennedy Japan, the next flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. Prophet, sign the video now we are told see the kind of intensity and your thing, any emotions are the if anybody have their platform, not so say they want to address you in the same manner, I don't think you'll be happy with that. If you don't like the personality and the persona of Honorable Kennedy Japan, mano NC1, but you cannot miss your place and cross your boundaries. So because actually other men of God say, "Adia nyakopa ye akire omo no san ko hwe bi no mo ahuni ye." Na sebi wo say no hwan say wo do to start those prophets no. How many of those prophets, especially you are making a comment against Prophet Bernard El Bernard Nation? Say commission or question say be wo ye nyankopon piero ana say wo na wo nyankopon camera so obi hwe ade no wan hwe ni ya on san ko hwe bio December na wo de abetu dwa o te say the prophets a wo bo mu di no obi abema ho comment nyame obi and I'll say prophets and I'll say nyame ya de akere no. He has taken that audacity and the boldness say or kire book krepa so I was expecting you Prophet Ray say wakonya na oteso ka that very the we ya na ko launch book say mesusu de nyankopon ya akere mi nie na de wo ya cha foforo nyina no ntro anya hwe no Nyankopon ma ye nyina nkwa 31st January ha ayire so at 7 p.m. of 31st January 2026 na MPP yehu do bedi anim. So I am challenging you as a man of God say we say the prophets ahodo ne bia hu ma hu ne ye no de wo hu no go and put it down, write it down chronologically, yes, step by step. Sabio omo wo ba omia camp omo wo honorable Brian Amwati camp Dr. Duchim camp me back in Japan camp no Buka Prophet Bernard El Bernard actually more kind nim dia so the various camp no mo nim do we need 31st December but they know what is happening let me tell you what some of the content of the book say be what kind and I won't kind ya go and find it out. Say prophetic conversation about the MPP presidential race written by Prophet Bernard El Bernard Nation, a free book. You can go and read into that. Some of Nema ACC will make catch the better say ABC and say Washam come say most of the major or the big wigs in the MPP will begin to join camps with Honorable Kennedy Japan and see that in the year 2023. In this year 2025, it is happening. We have seen the likes of Mimame Natoshi, they are joining camps. We are seeing the likes of Honorable, a friend say, Stikamo, they are joining camp. All the big men, Jojo Roxen, all of them are joining this camp. And to also for we are also telling you, sir, go and Besham come no Chirebuku to at the 31st December, 31st January, we open your book, we open the book and the prophecies of all other prophets. Near who the world can turn in the name commissioner day. Abamu, what's the mechano? Sa I did the attempt a sabi Casa no Shana Wokano. Bisa who say all respected Prophet Bernard so much. And some now can Bisa who pass face to face, only Prophet Bernard Marcus answer listening. You can't. That is a hypocritical lifestyle. It will corner. That's a platform or across all your social media platform. You can come on, you have more than 200,000 followers. It imagine say memberships in Inano are seeing this video why you for young prophet one. Would you be happy? Say or before wasam and you see a parcel because of say on pet on up in Japan 17 or Bahroa. We will not be happy about it. Say emotions, intensity near the Kasayano, we in your mini pack will be metrahan kasentia, but you should know your threshold. Candidate of Phyllis a young Twabamano, Yasham Komano, go ahead and do it. Nobody is forcing you about that. But Sawum Peobiasama, that does not also warrant that you can also cross your limits and your boundaries and step into the boundaries of other people to undermine them. That one, some of us, we will not allow it. And Yedina to Wakasa, we can use the same platform here and other bigger platforms to also come on you just like that. But we think, and some of us, me personally, as I sit here, the comment that was coming from you was very unfortunate. It was very premature. It was very, 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 a friend say, immature statement. And who ya, who feel listen, ya me, you be biachra one, ya me, you be fracture, man, from 1 year. But can't you, ya me, yachra, so all person will go a step further. Actually, how bold and how authentic was on it. Go and document it, make it available. Even if you are selling it, some of us will come and buy it. And compared to what other people too have also prophesied, it's as simple as that. Now, some your honor can upon our own penasem no. And some are kind, you know. So you'll be a yam suman casa da wakuma so, necessabio, sabisabio. And young who been a tell and our yes animana. You cannot tell me say obi catcher or say Christosuna muono a man for good Christosum mufi of so be just of God. You tell me that this person is against Christ, this person is an antichrist, then I think that you are not reading your Bible correctly. There were other ardent men of God, well verified men of God, to say me papa Adina Saremo, and dosi the honorable Kenya point, yeah, other big men of God. Also, Cassie, the honorable Kenya point, you know, it was a good thing for the Christian body. Say, ye chaff in frimu, and now better or software to be mona, software for Jobika, or software for Jerobire, San 7 numbers of 2 Christusumu. First, what to come now, drive Nakasa, a man of God, will be a teacher, and now your software. You bet you see about set one way of spot a crebe Roman room because of the character that have been around the name of software Ghana Hano, and not the effect. We need men like Honorable Kenya Japan. I no correct Obaka say, and Unie, Obejina was sorry them now, or sorry on the weekdays. Obaka said, let the people go and work and some of the Bremo. What you see? When everybody ever yet conscious, some churches in Ghana will collapse. That is the truth. What you say? Because nipa be pray nkwaje, nipa be pray asumdwe, nipa be pe rest e wo nyamefie. Na ho na yesa be hye nipa kete, ye be rob nipa, ye be bo nipa adwama, ye di amanfo no yire wasori dem a. Then na so obi ka so be ka sa ti a. Manager ade. Obi ka so be ka sa ti a. Say nipa no mom ye antichrist. Edu osofo rei ene ye di besi ye ya. Ye nka nkwa akiri. Mindi watem, men ka senti a. Ba comment na o make ye no fa wo ho ehye prophets na wo kasa ti omo no esum say wo na nke ye wo na ke be ye oda. Ona be kine power time no problem. Even delegate aye to abakra ka kire say obi an kwoto abama ni candidate to pani bia no. Those here to help patch wo sere. But what we believe and we know is that by the 31st January 2026, Honorable Kenyapon is going to be the next flag bearer of the new patriotic party. And Tigana, Refornia, Tifo, Amon, the true platform. So, and then, and ha, yede, and then they had Juma Dini Yabesi, Yedo Bibia say, Samunya, Quenya, Namotana, Sana, Hey, Mosemu data, Mosema, Daje, Hey, the uncle Yabia, the best Samun Fanche, na da etisendeno, Yabesadi, another episode on the truth platform, Asam Bremo, more song for Shadrach for Joe, any Medo Bibia say.